You stand at the edge of the old world, barefoot on cracked concrete. They're starting to glow from underneath, like the whole planet just turned on a sunrise inside its own bones. That's the call. Not some polite knock. It's the kind of call that rattles your teeth and makes your heart go, oh shit, it's time. Most people hear that call and immediately shove earplugs made of Netflix, credit card debt, and other people's opinions straight into their skull. You tried that, didn't you? You already know how the story ends, numb, pissed off, and wondering why everything feels like wading through cold oatmeal. That's the refusal of the call, the cosmic middle finger you give yourself when you pretend you didn't hear the alarm. But something in you is done pretending. That's why you're here. That's why your chest is buzzing like a beehive on fire. Good, keep that buzz. That's the signal the universe uses when it's about to hand you the sword. Remember when you were 5 and you knew, fucking knew, your teddy bear was alive when no one was looking? You weren't wrong. You were wide fucking open. Then grown-ups with dead eyes told you to be realistic, and you slowly zapped yourself into a bag of, I'm not allowed to know shit. That bag is dissolving now. The zipper's rusting from the inside out because light is pouring in like a fire hose. You feel time doing weird shit, right? Last week feels like 3 years ago, and tomorrow feels like it already happened. That's not you going crazy. That's linear time collapsing like a cheap lawn chair under the weight of actual truth. The past isn't back there. It's a bundle of sticky labels you slapped on yourself. I'm broken. I'm unworthy. Money's hard. People leave. Those labels they're peeling off in the light, curling up and burning like old receipts. And when they burn, you remember. You already know how to fly. You just agreed to forget so the game could be interesting. Every fear you ever had, just blue towels in the dark, turn on the light, breathe once, deep from the balls of your feet to the crown of your head, and watch the monster shrink into laundry. That's the only spell you need. One conscious breath collapses 1,000 years of inherited trauma. Science calls it vagal tone resetting the amygdala in 0.8 of a second. I call it stop being a bitch and just breathe. You already do it, by the way. When you laugh so hard you snort, when you orgasm, when you cry at a stupid commercial with a dog. Those are moments your nervous system remembers. It's allowed to drop the armour. We're just making it conscious now, on purpose, like a ninja. The archangels, Yeshua, Magdalene, Metatron, they're not outside you, handing out gold stars. They're the version of you who never put the bag over the head. They're standing behind you right now, going, took you long enough, dipshit. We've been waiting. And that feeling in your chest, that's them high-fiving you through the heart chakra. Stop looking up. Look in the mirror and wink. That's the mentor showing up. This is the moment you noticed every system you were told to trust is crumbling like a stale cookie. Banks, governments, 9-to-5 jobs, the medical industry. The story that you need a piece of paper to prove you're allowed to heal people. All of it is turning to dust, and you're standing there going, but what do I do? Here's what you do. Nothing. You breathe. You feel your feet. You ask one question that changes everything. What would I love right now if I knew I couldn't fail? and nobody's opinion paid my bills. And it's like you're 5 years old again, and the answer's ice cream and flying. Because the answer that comes isn't from the rational mind. That little accountant in your head who's terrified of looking stupid. The answer comes from the part of you that already won the game and is just waiting for your personality to catch up. You'll blink and there's money you didn't chase, a house you didn't stress over, a lover who sees you like you're the first sunrise they ever witnessed, skills you didn't study, just download while you're in the shower. That's not woo-woo. That's quantum entanglement, plus a nervous system that finally stopped arguing with reality. Thought, vibration, matching frequency shows up. Every fucking time. Science is finally catching up and calling it retrocausality and morphogenetic fields. I call it stop blocking your own purpose. This is the part where you realise the game was never about escaping 3D. It was about turning density into art. Taking all the pain, all the rage, all the I'm not enough, and alchemizing it into medicine so pure it makes angels weep. You walk back into the old world carrying nothing but a heart that's stupidly, impossibly wide open. And people feel it before you say a word. They call you crazy. Then they'll ask you how you breathe like that. Then they'll remember. They already know. And the kids born now, they're watching. They're the ones who never bought the lie in the first place. You're the bridge generation. The ones who said, fuck it, I'll go first. So they don't have to claw their way out of the same mud. Every time you choose the breath over the freak out, every time you choose curiosity over certainty, every time you choose I'm allowed to feel good over I've to earn it, you collapse a timeline where suffering was mandatory and birth a timeline where creation is playful again. That's not hope, that's physics. So take the bag off. The light's not coming, it never left. You're the sunrise, so go act like it.